Welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. I'm Dan. Let's talk about finance. There have been two great pieces of writing about finance that makes me want to do this video. This is a warning video for speculation. And Pete Jahn makes a weekly column on pure MTGO. I'll include the link in the show notes. Pete is a very structured and analyzed person. He put figures and everything, and he reacted towards people telling him that he should have invested in stuff after the fact. So he decided to spend 300 tickets buying cards and selling cards. And in this article he wraps up what happened after 18 months. He actively speculated for 12 months and then kept selling for 6 more months. First of all, you have a 15% rake, at least. If you're dealing cards that are worth less than $1, your rake will be higher. A lot higher. It can be as high as 60% or even 90% if you're into penny rares. Really to sell, to beat the sell rake, you need to have a bot. I'm going to experiment. I don't know how much I will cover this, but I'm going to experiment with a bot sometime in the future just to get around this sell rake. Anyway, investing in anything and beating a 15% fee is incredibly hard. On top of this, if you want to cash out, you have PayPal fees, you have eBay fees, etc. You have to calculate this. You have to make Excel spreadsheets if you're really trying to make a profit. You can learn about finance to stop your losses, to not do stupid things like sit around with Innistrad cards now. For example, if you have any Innistrad rares right now, you have done it wrong if they're worth more than 15 cents. If you're sitting there with your drag tasks still, then you have absolutely something to learn and something to earn. The particular cards Pete invested in are not interesting. He followed also his method is of course flawed, because he followed any spec advice that came in the comments to his article every week. But that was the way he was going to do it. I suggest, if you want to do this, follow the seasonal trends, because they are the strongest force on Magic Online. But read this article, see that it did not work out for him. He lost money, and he did this in a very structured way. And the problems are the rake, the problems are getting stuck with cards, the inability to sell cards in a good way, the lack of an auction house in Magic Online is such a dangerous fact. It's such a big hurdle to overcome that you really have to be extremely lucky. And also, this Craterhoof Behemoth was his best spend. Mistmoon Griffin was his worst, but they were both looked exactly as promising at the time, and it's very, very hard to tell what will spike and not. And the basic premise, the sort of conclusion he comes to, sorry, my English is so bad. The conclusion he comes to in this article is that Shotscalling, making speculations in the current standard form, not based on the seasonal changes, doesn't work. And I think you really should read this. If you think you can earn money speculating on Magic Online, you have to read this, and you have to know honestly why you are better than Pete was. And I bet few people are. I also wanted to point out this Reddit post by HaplessMagician. It's a very, very great summary. It's only this long. I'll include a link to it as well, of why also the dangers of finance, the time you spend, all the fees, and I suggest to most players on Magic Online that are in any way interested in preserving their budget for Magic Online is that they should have a working knowledge of how finance works. They should know the seasonal trends. Check out my seasonal trends video. Modern PTQ season has moved, but the principles still apply. I will probably update it at some point. But read this, read Pete Jahn's post, and know that earning money on speculation is an extremely hard thing to do, and you can probably not do it Sorry for being a realist, but and if you are aware of why Pete didn't succeed, and if you're aware of how you are going to succeed, share it in the comments here. Let us discuss, because I am still thinking about succeeding. I still want to earn money. I am infinite on my finance on Magic Online, and I want to earn money on it. So I'm very willing to discuss it. Thank you.